Welcome back to Wizard Supercoach. Hope you all had a good round. I did. I was quite happy with mine, but before I get into that and review the team, I think I'll quickly run through and review the Sunday games. Skip ahead if you're not interested in those, but start with Dogs and the Suns, go chronologically as usual. Tim English, 138, hurts not having him in the team yet. I'm pretty sure that Grundy's going to become him somewhat soon. The Bont, really good performance. It could have been even bigger there, but I think he had a rolled ankle, and it was a bit scary there for a minute. It looked like worse than what it was, but I think that there's a good chance he may get rested this week or get subbed early or something if the Dogs get a big jump on West Coast, because you wouldn't want him carrying around a sore ankle, because the Bulldogs look like they're probably going to be in that scrap for the bottom of the 8. So, if Bevo the terrorist is thinking long term, just watch out for that one, because I reckon it could happen. Ignore Waitman, he does this once a year. Libba back to form, 115, that's alright for him. Darcy, he is going to have to get in my team next week. That was a really good performance. The only thing that can ruin this now is Bevo, and he probably will, but anyway, still get Darcy next week. Sanders, 99. Again, Bevo the terrorist left him on the bench for a bit too long for my liking. I think it was in the second quarter or something. And then he got scaled down. He did actually crack the ton, but got scaled down to 99, so that was disappointing. But yeah, having Sanders, Roberts, and McKercher all on the field it's a good feeling, is all I'll say. Bramble, 84. It's pretty good for anyone that backed him in, I think. If he can keep doing that, he'll make you some money. Buku Kama, 65. So he could be a solution for the Reed or Caulfield injuries. Or even, I don't know why you'd have him, but if people held on to Gibcus, him as well. We just need healthy bodies back there, and there's not many. The Caulfield one hurts, but lucky it was best 18 scoring. I had him on the field. So on the other side, Miller, 115. That's about what I reckon he'll average for the year. I definitely would have picked him if it wasn't for him having the extra bye. Flanders, 102. It's pretty good. Anything above 100 for him, I'm going to be happy with. Rao dropped back down to earth, 99. The Gold Coast got beaten in the middle, I think. The Bulldogs midfield is something different. Like it's obviously better than the Crows and Richmond, so obviously Richmond, they've got one of the worst now. Fiorini, 87. He's doing pretty well, so if anyone started him, good on you. What's he priced at? I don't know. But yeah, I think he's doing better than he was priced at, just off the top of my head. Will Power, he's another one that's doing pretty well, but there's just others in that position. I don't think he'll be top 6 or top 8. Sexton's a bit of a worry. He even spent a little bit of time up forward and had no effect really up there. So yeah, I don't know. He's doing alright for a rookie, but he may have to make way this week, because there's other things I want to do, like get Darcy in next week, and I don't know, I think I might get Tom Powell, I'm not sure. See what happens. I'll make another video for my trades. Buderick's not what people thought he would be. And then, where is he on here? Bodie Euland. So he got absolutely towered. He's the man that Waitman kicked 6 on. And I think 4 of them were in the first quarter. But he doesn't look to be that great as a lockdown defender, but he does seem to find the ball okay. So he's another one that could be a shout back there, I guess. But he would have had a price rise now, surely. Not sure if he played in the first game. I think he's played all 3. Jed Walter looks like an absolute beast, by the way. Not Supercoach relevant, but bloody hell, pretty athletic for a guy that's built like that. And Thomas Berry. So bad luck for everyone that jumped on him. I thought it was pretty obvious that he wasn't going to be a good pick. I mean, obviously he did well against the Crom, but how many games that are pissing down with rain the Sun's going to get this year? Probably not many. So yeah, that suited him, but This is what he normally looks like, in my opinion. So move on to this one, Richmond and the Power. Ignore Baker's 140. He'll be back down to 40s as soon as those like Prestia or Hopper get back in the midfield. Baker will be out. He's only playing midfield because obviously they've got the injuries and there's no one else to put in there. Or did he? He looked like he played on ball, starting at half forward. I'm sure he had CBAs though. Anyway, he does this every year. Sometimes he'll get 140s, but it's mostly 40s. Seth Campbell 80. That's pretty good for anyone that held onto him or started him. Yeah, that's really good actually. I think he had a good score in round 1 too, but he's going to be pretty inconsistent given the role. He's a small forward, so comes with the territory. Yeah, not much else there for Richmond. Dusty has turned out to just not be a pick at all, so I wouldn't have went there. Short 64. This is what you get if you pick Short. He's inconsistent. This is why he's never managed to average over 100, because his floor is just really low. And you know, he's had 19 kicks and still only got had 19 kicks and still only got a 64. So 66% efficiency. Yeah, I didn't even notice him in the game, to be honest. But the man I did notice was my captain this week, Butters. 175, take a bow. He just took the piss. He's too quick. He wins his own ball. He gets fed the ball. What more could you want? 85% efficiency here. He doesn't really miss targets. So, yeah, real nice to watch him. Wines also 99. He's doing fine for the price that he is. He's absolutely fine. And if you've already got the three rookies starting on the field, so McKercher, Sanders, and Roberts, I think it's fine to have Wines. But if you do have him and you don't have those three, I'd ditch him for one of them to play on the field. And then it frees up a whole bunch of money for you. But yeah, I'm not doing that. I've been quite happy with Wines. I know a lot of people aren't happy with him, but yeah, high 90s is fine. Rosie was pretty quiet. He scraped a 90 in the end with 50% efficiency. Right. Yeah, Soldo, he's not a pick. I mean, he's a number 1 ruck, but he's too up and down. He's not going to score well most weeks. Yeah, Port's not hugely relevant. Farrell, actually, he's had a good start to the year. He kind of slips under the radar. Yeah, I had someone suggest to me that maybe go Hayden Young to Farrell, but I don't think he's going to be there at the end of the year as a top 8, so nah. But yeah, there's definitely worse picks than Farrell. He's doing really well. I didn't watch most of this game because it was just shit. Real boring. Just, you knew what was going to happen. The Giants never really got out of first gear, and they didn't have to. McGovern 144. Now, if he wasn't so injury prone, he'd be straight in my team for Young right now. But I can't take the risk. He burnt me last year. I started him. I think he was averaging like 116 or something before he got injured. And that really hurt because it was early in a game. I had him on the field. I can't bring myself to do it again. I even looked at possibly, because I have Reed and Caulfield, maybe I could keep one of them and try and loop McGovern in for a while with the best 18 scoring, but it doesn't work out because obviously West Coast have a lot of Sunday games. So yeah, I've just got to forget that one. But yeah, McGovern is amazing. Really good player. Elliot Yeo, 110. He shocked me. I thought he'd be injured by now. And he's scoring pretty consistently, so well done to those who picked him. Harley Reid 63, so yeah, you got to expect this. He's not an accumulator if you look at his junior stats. Like, not the same as a Sanders or McKercher or someone like that. So yeah, he's going to have games where he scores a bit lower, I guess, but I think he'll still make his 150k. And keep in mind that the Giants have got one of the best midfields going around, so they're going to be hard to score on. Campbell Chesser back to his usual 30s, nice. So Tom Green, 137. This is hurting not having him, but hopefully can make up some ground this week when he has his bye. Same as Whitfield. Would have been better to start him over Young, I guess, but yeah, even if Young goes well this week, he's probably not going to make up the ground given how shit he's been. So that one hurts as well. Cadman 90, that's really good. So yeah, I even considered, don't ask me why, but it was for a second I considered trading him leading into this week. But obviously I didn't end up doing it because it was just stupid. So glad I held him. He should make some more money. Still got a low break even. Toby Green, he's been really quiet. So like the Giants are firing on all cylinders and Toby's not really having to do much. So he's going to drop in price. He could actually be, depending on what we get in the forward line, he could actually be a half decent pick later on if we can get him really cheap. Because sooner or later he is going to hit form. Maybe when the Giants start getting properly challenged. Hogan 66, he let everyone down. Again, he didn't get out of first gear. He didn't have to. Everyone was expecting like a massive bag, and you would, but it's a lot harder, I think, to kick a bag on West Coast at the moment than it is on North, because West Coast have McGovern back there. They have Barras. So they're not exactly turkeys. Like McGovern cuts a lot off, whereas North, they pretty much got unknowns back there. So West Coast at the moment are not the West Coast that conceded 19 goals to Tex and Kerno last year, because yeah, McGovern's there. It's all different. Oh, Jacob Ware got a 70. That's all right. He's been pretty lackluster though before that. So I think I had him in my team for most of the preseason too. Lucky I didn't pick him, but yeah, he might come good now. And Lockie Ash, what the hell's happened with that guy? I don't know. I never really noticed him in games, but I've noticed his scoring has dropped off massively. Didn't he get like a big score in round 1? And it's been terrible ever since. I don't know why. So I'll get to my team now. 2,085 this week. I'm up to 10,098 rank. So yeah, 10,000's nice. At this stage of the year, it's a lot better than where I was last year. I absolutely butchered my starting team in the end. And I think at this time last year I was about 80,000th or something. So really happy with that. We'll look at the team. So yeah, Stuart, the Crom just absolutely pumped his numbers. It's like they were looking for him as their number one forward or something. Dacos was very disappointing, but I'll hold on to him. He'll lose money, but yeah, I just don't want to deal with it. He's gonna be obviously like D1 or something come the end of the year, so that's fine. Sheasel, really good again. Glad I picked him. Young, not glad I picked him. Seriously, I don't know what the hell's going through this guy's head at the moment. He just doesn't look half the player he was last year. I think he's going to go this week. Now, I haven't really looked at trades too much, but he's probably going to become Massimo. And yeah, maybe try and get Tom Powell up forward as well. So split Young for Massimo and Powell. Williams is back. Well, he didn't play. What have I done? I've already put him on the field. So yeah, I fielded Caulfield for the 3. So I'm not even going to talk about that. Howe's 68, really good again. Going to make great money. Yeah, Bont 136, as I said. Butters as captain. That's a real nice combo. I've had to put Flanders in the midfield now, so that I could get Heaney last week. And normally when I trade in Heaney in previous years, he'll come out with a 40 or a 60 or some shit like that. Well, this time 128. He looks great. I think, yeah, he'll definitely be top 6 forwards now. Even if he loses that midfield spot, he's still just looking too good. And Sydney looked to give him the ball a lot too, so he'll be fine. Crouch 128, so 121 average. Loving that. Backed him in. The guy's an absolute ball. If you don't have him, get him. Wines, as I said, 99 is fine. Only because he's in M5 for me. So if you've got him in M6, then you need to get one of these three in. Roberts, McKercher, Sanders. But yeah, look at that, 94, 95, 99. For you other people that have that on the field, you would know that feeling is really good. Sharp 63, Clark 60. I think Clark will be alright from here, especially now that Dangerfield's going to be out for a little while. He's definitely got the job security, so even if he can just keep pumping 60s. You look at all these rookies, they're consistently getting like 60s and stuff on the bench. So you know that's always going to make you 150k if they're starting out at like the 123k rookies or 117s or whatever. So nothing to worry about there. I think the team is in really good shape right now. Like, it's good structure and all that. But yeah, I don't want to miss out on Massimo because he's basically just got to step on the field and he's going to make a shit ton of cash. I think Gawn will go well this week, 113 last week. And Grundy, I'm definitely worried about him. He seems to score in like patches. So he'll go crazy and get like 40 points in 10 minutes and then do nothing for 20 minutes. So it's real hard to watch him. But he does just keep scoring, I guess. 103 average is fine for now. But yeah, hopefully he'll become English. Half tempted actually to use another boost and just turn Grundy into English this week, given that English has West Coast and he's going to absolutely beat up on BJ. But then there's Darcy there as well now, so I don't know. I'll probably just wait on that one. Don't get ahead of myself. Just try and play it safe, given that I'm where I want to be with the 10,000 thing. Held Fisher, repaid the faith, 101. I think he'll have it hard this week, though, against the old team. If anyone's going to know how to, work to his weaknesses, it would be his ex-teammates. And, Fife, that hurt. That's why Longmuir got a spot on the terrorist most wanted thumbnail there. I'm tempted to get rid of Fife as well. I feel like he's a ticking time bomb. Now, I said about McGovern last year how I started him and it really hurt me having him on the field. What happens if Fife comes out in a game and he gets injured or subbed and he gets subbed out on, say, 10 points or something? You're finished for the week and you're going to be way behind the pack. That's a hard amount of points to catch up. So it may even be Fife that becomes Powell because he's safer. And then maybe Sexton becomes Darcy next week. So let me know what you think of that. But yeah, I will actually do my trades properly and I'll make a video for that hopefully Thursday night before the first game. Billings was disappointing, 69. He didn't look to get used very much. He gets to good spots. I'm sure he'll shoot up though. Don't forget that average is pulled down by that bullshit sub game. So Goodwin's a terrorist as well. Talked about Sexton already, Cadman. Wilson 59, that's fine. So if he can pump out that around 60 every week, that's great. So yeah, I'm really happy with this team, how it is so far. I don't feel like I have to change too much yet. Just a few corrections. So I've used 3 trades already, that's it. I don't want to use another boost, but I'm happy to use the 2 this week. I think using 5 for corrections is pretty fair, especially when we've got 40 this year. Makes it a bit easier. So let me know what you think of the team and the structure and where I plan on it going and stuff. It'd be nice to get some comments and see what people think. But thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll have the next one out Thursday night.